Okay, I think that's all set up. Mic works good. All right. So, it's been a couple days. I've been working on this off stream. There's a lot of hair on my screen. Okay. Yeah, I've been working on this, just watching Netflix. But I figured I'd go ahead and stream a bit tonight. I'll show you what I've done. I think the last thing we were doing, we were doing colors, that's right. Right, yeah, I'm past that. This is the alien, what he ended up looking like. I tried to do the patterns with the shrimp or whatever, crayfish, but it just wasn't working out. So I decided to kind of keep it simple. So this is what my alien ended up looking like. Right. So there's alien swim animation. There we go. Turning the discharge animation. He glows when he does some sort of an ability or an attack. Just another tell that there's something you have to dodge as a player. Charge. And that's it for that. So something I've done, I went in and I scaled all the sprites, which are on this screen. So this is about the sizes they'll be in game. And these animate. And then I came back here, I did these animations for him coming out of the water, which is just those two, and then it goes into these three. These three is it stalking while it's on outside of the water. This is on the world map. And then I have one for when he's moving upwards, or up or down, vertical basically. And one when he just like comes out of the water. Yeah, I'm pretty lazy, but whatever. The projectile, this one's extra lazy because I just took a projectile I've done before and I reused it, recolored it. I mean, it's basically doing the same thing I want, so why do it again when I got this one? I did a bolt for the final battle kind of thing. Kind of shoots out. I'm using this, I was thinking about this when I did it and I still did it anyway because I was really lazy. But there's this like electrical brush that comes with Clip Studio. This one. I've been thinking this one's not bad. It's pretty good. It's just it reuses the same pattern pretty often. You see this little like up and down part right here. It's right over here. So really the length of the line is only so far before it repeats again. I really need to just take a moment and make a better electrical brush. It's not too bad though. I mean, it still kind of works. I think it might, like, you see this repeating pattern though. I don't like that. I think I want to, at some point, I need to go in and make my own brush that does lightning stuff and it just has more variance in it because this one repeats a little too often for my liking. But I used it here and it works pretty well. I mean, the whole idea was it's supposed to be easy, so I'm not gonna do a whole lot of work. This one works pretty well, and this is what it looks like. It'll basically come out of him when he's doing the discharge pose. Is this one? Yeah, it'll come out of him. Probably like 4 of them or something, and just do a fan around them where you have to dodge it, something like that. I don't know exactly. I'll figure it out. But that's the effect I have to work with right now. Okay. So I did all that, and then yeah, like I said, I put them in here. This is all of them sized to be what they're supposed to be. Got like all the little background fish up at the top. Yeah, got all the background fish up here. Got our enemies: stingray, octopus, jellyfish, salmon, shark, crab, anglerfish, seagull here. We got a little explosion from torpedoes. I'm about to do something like that again. I'm gonna look at it. Of course, there's the 2-player ones, and then there's mini sub. I don't know what happened to the suit. I must have hit it or something. There it is. The suit's in there. Little turtle. Got the alien, his projectile, his lightning beam, which I kept at max size. I think I'm going to resize it in game because it's going to take up a pretty big area to fill up the screen. And I might stretch it out or something. I don't know exactly. We'll figure that out later. But I'm going to keep it max size for now because there's no reason. I got the eel enemy and some coral. That's kind of like what that's going to look like. It'll just be at a random kind of spot along the way, and it'll point in a random direction, you know. There's a ship on the overworld and an alien on the overworld. And then there's this big well that's in the background, maybe. Alright, so now all that's settled, I'm doing effects animations. And the effect that I'm working on, I need an explosion to play when an enemy dies. I'm going to make one explosion that kind of works for everything because I want to do a bunch. And I think this is going to be pretty simple. It's basically going to be what I did for the explosion, this one right here. It's going to be similar to that, and that's kind of like what an underwater explosion looks like. It just expands and then contracts and expands because of the way the water's pushing in on it. I'm going to do something similar to that. I'm probably just going to do like one expansion, and then it'll like come to a close, and then I think I'm going to just have like particle effects of bubbles and like sparks that come off afterwards to kind of fill in the gap of the explosion and make it kind of cool looking. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I don't know if I should start a new one for doing effects. There are a lot of them that I have to go through. Here's the list of what I got to do. There we go. So items and effects. Enemy explosion, star, sparkling, bubbles. Anything that's got P this is basically like a particle. So it's just going to be a single image, a bubble or something. And I'll use code to make it do what it does. Meteor sparks. Got to do a water surface, which I don't even know how that one works. So I'm probably going to skip that until much later, in fact. Don't even worry about that right now. Overworld, boat, the waves that are on the overworld map, the ones that are part of the boat or the alien. I'm gonna draw an anchor and a chain because I thought that would be interesting when you start the stage. An anchor kind of lowers from the boat with a chain, just as something a little extra kind of detail that makes sense that it would anchor in the spot while you're down there. Dust particles. And then everything down here are like different items in the game. I don't know exactly how this is going to be, but these are all going to be like single images of what it looks like. So it'd be like a bottle map, treasure map, fish detector, compass, underwater detector, large meteorite. Yeah, a bunch of items and corpses and stuff. Kind of like Super Mario, where you have like the fire flower, the feather, those little icons. I think they're going to be kind of similar to that. Just a simple picture that you pick up to symbolize picking it up, and you got to get it back to the dock to use it. And if you die, you lose it. Huh. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. Most of these are pretty simple, besides this explosion. But I don't think this will be too hard. So here's what I'm thinking with the explosion. Let's just go right into that. I guess I'll stay on here. Maybe I'll do this. I'm gonna go and say this is creatures. There we go. We'll just throw all these in there. Except for this one. That one's not creatures. Just something I already had. Loot. I shouldn't really call that loot. It should be called meteorite. This isn't even necessary, because I've already got it cut out and scaled, but I'll keep it here. Alright, so we got creatures. Okay. With this explosion, I don't know how many frames this is going to take. Probably a couple of them. I want to do 2 images kind of stacked on each other. And it's really just a growing and shrinking circle. Yeah, okay. I kind of know what it looks like. I just don't know how many frames it's going to be. Let's just start with like 8. That might be too much. I can always cut them off later. Alright, so what I want to do is draw the full-size circle to start with. And I want to make 2 of these folders. So this is like, it's 2 things. There's air and then there's fire. Alright, so yeah, the fire is going to be its own little thing. It pushes the air out, and then the fire collapses way faster than the air. So, in fact, I should probably just do the fireball part first. The fireball part's more confusing. I have a GIF of an explosion, underwater explosion. I'm using as reference here. But, okay, so it starts off like a ball of fire, which then shrinks to just like a weird cloud-looking shape. Right, fizzles out, and then the air keeps going. So explosion, and then air kind of goes out like a ripple, like a sonic wave, and then it sucks back in. I'm gonna start with the air first because that's easier. So this water is kind of like an off-white, something like this. And I mean, it's pretty close to a perfect circle. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take an ellipse like this. I'm going to increase the size of it a bit. And just do this, hold shift to make a perfect circle, and go like that far. Now fill that in. And then I'm just going to go around with this marker and make it less perfect. It'll be mostly perfect. There we go. So the idea is it looks almost like a perfect circle. And then I think what I need to do, this needs to be its own thing for now. So I want to go over top of this with probably normal. And then I need some sort of texture to give it that bubbly look. A wavy pattern, and I don't have a clue. I'm gonna try this moss brush. I really like this moss brush, and it tends to do stuff like this pretty well. That's kind of it, and if I just lower the opacity down a lot. To be fair, the whole thing's going to have its opacity lowered though. Let's lower this a little, and then merge them, and then lower the whole thing a little more, so it's kind of transparent. I know what I've done wrong here. Okay, this is good. I just need more of these. Let's do like 3 of them. I want to look like it's rippling. There we go. In fact, what I'm going to do here, okay, I'm just going to do the slices first. And the first size is actually about half this size. Okay, so if I'm going to do this, I should take, this is sort of important, I need to know where the center point of the circle is. Right about there. Yeah, we got it about right. This thing's gonna start off about there. In the next frame, it's just gonna grow a little. I'm gonna need more frames. Alright, that's how it starts. Little thing, and then it expands to this size. And then it shrinks again. Shoot. How many layers did I do? I think 13. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. That's just a reference, because I'm going to alternate these three pictures so that it kind of moves later. But that's the size it needs to be. Let's do this part next. Technically, this is on top, I think. And then I'm going to kind of freehand this one, I think. The best thing to do is just white circle. Alright, there's not enough frames. Need 13 in this as well. So the white part is going to be the fire part. So it kind of bursts immediately into this circle shape, and then the water goes out past it, and then it just kind of dissipates. But then as it collapses, it causes like a secondary explosion here. I guess that's right. Ooh. I don't know if I should have actually started with white. See what happens when I add glow on top of this. What the hell's going on? Did I draw that on the wrong layer? Oh no, this one is the white one. Oh, I may have screwed something up. I think this was supposed to be here. Though it looks better the other way, doesn't it? I'm just thinking this needs to be sharper. Getting deja vu. I've done something similar to this. See if that looks better. Yeah, this has to be on top. This looks better on top. Yeah, I think it looks better spiky. But it's kind of weird. There's no lead up to it. Like, I need a little here to... I'm gonna do that. Okay, that looks okay. I just need this part to be redone now. Let's duplicate that. Take these. Recolor this. And then we're just gonna alternate between these three in this picture. Other than blue would be nice. Turn that off. Alright, so I'm gonna make this same size as that. Oh, I know what to do. Okay. Make this 2. Make this 3. Oh, so I shouldn't have done that yet. Shit. That's right. I gotta back up. Yeah, that's right before I resize this. Duplicate. That's 6, 9, 12. The numbers are all fucked up. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, that should be the new colors. Oh fuck, I thought I went back before that. I must have been on the wrong frame. It might not matter. Whatever. Yeah, that one was supposed to be big. Now I'm going from small to big. Alright, there's an easy way to fix this. If I go here and go edit, copy, and now I back all the way up to where this thing was shrunk. There we go. Now we delete this. And go edit, paste. And then we're going to exchange all these ones. 4, 7. Let's control. Well, these are the wrong size. Okay. Alright, I'll be right back. Okay. Might end up doing more podcast and things. Well, I don't know. I do want to. I like recording new things, and this is all kind of new. Effects work. I'm sure someone would be interested in it. Though I'm not doing anything crazy with effects. The ones I just kind of skipped over there were really just pretty simple stuff. Guess I could talk about it a little more. This one with the alien. Yeah, I did skip over it a bit. So just talking about effects. The little wave thing I have going is a brush I've got. It's a blood splatter brush, but I figure it works pretty well for doing, you know, splashes in general, not just blood. So that's all that is. This projectile. I think I had something I had like an arc spark that I was looking at originally for this, and basically I just went with a white marker and kind of like masked out what it looks like, and then I put the glow over top of it, like a glow orange. Well, originally it was like yellow and red, and then I used hue shader to turn it orange. So yeah, nothing to this. It's just, I mean, a lot of the good effects are just like drawing white lines and then making them look colorful. I don't know, honestly. This bolt thing, like I showed you, that was a brush, and then I just did the glowy effect over top of it. I don't know, there's not a lot to talk about with these effects. I've done other effects. I've done a lot of effects, and I definitely, it's definitely something I'm not great at. Or I think I'm better at it, but I mean, I don't know. It's something that I always struggle with, I guess is the way to put it. I don't feel like it's one of my strong points. But I don't know. I usually just look for a good video of like the real thing happening and use that as an example, like this one with the explosion thing. I just got a video of an underwater explosion. I'm kind of making it look similar, but putting my own twist on it. I like to call it, I do this a lot with a lot of things, and I think it helps to get over, like, if you've got an aversion to tracing. I think tracing's okay, especially as it basically like will lead into your own thoughts. So you should use tracing if it gets you started. Like even doing this little alien dude, he looks nothing like the monster from Faculty. He's kinda is, but not really. But I used a picture from the Faculty, the monster, to just draw the head to get started. And if I had like, I mean, I kind of just made everything up as I go, but that's just more practicing it over and over. But yeah, I find if you can just find, like, if you know you're drawing a weird, ill thing, start with its head, a picture of a head of an ill. Like, you're not drawing it one for one, you're just drawing it enough to get the shape. And then once you get that much, it just becomes a lot easier to progress in the drawing. And the same thing applies to effects. So basically what I'm saying is, if you struggle with effects, find an effect you like and use it to kickstart. And fire, I would not be ashamed of tracing fire at all. Fire is always a pain. You can totally do a fire, but it's just annoying to do it over and over and over and over again. I just take a video of a flame, and trace it. Because screw doing fire. Sucks. I don't know. That's really all I got to say about that. Alright, so what I did here is I changed the bubbles to like a rippling pattern. So it's not much, but it will give it that extra little busyness. You can see. To make it look like it's bubbly water. You probably won't even see it once I shrink it down, and that was completely worthless, but one day I might come back and need an underwater explosion, and what I'll do is I'll take this effect, and it's got an orange tint to it now, but all I have to do is go to hue saturation and then move this a little to the left, and now it's a little bit yellow, and it's like a normal explosion underwater. So I'm just like building up a library of different effects. So it's good to draw everything big so that you can use it for anything. Like how I reused that one effect from before. That's what I plan on doing. Is I'm just going to get a big catalog of effects and different brushes, and eventually it'll be a lot easier to just, okay, I've done something like that, I'll take it, and I can always like warp it or something, whatever. But there's no reason to draw it again, in my head. No one cares. No one's really going to pay attention to that. And you know, big game studios reuse assets like all the time. Look at any Bethesda game. Alright, I'm happy with that. So the idea is, when you kill something, it'll make this shape, and what I'm going to do is I might squash it in game to make it look a little more like the shape of the thing you killed. So like for a jellyfish, I'll make it kind of like an oval this way. For salmon, I'll make it an oval that way. Maybe for a shark, or for like something bigger like the shark, I can just do like multiple ones, so it's just like lots of little explosions going off. It's the kind of thing I'm thinking in my head. But yeah, this thing should just like, it'll go off, it'll play this little animation, and then once it ends on this one, it collapses completely. A shower of different bubbles and sparks will come out of it on like random directions, so it'll look interesting. And that's basically what an explosion will look like, except for the spark part, but that's what makes it alien, or like otherworldly power. But yeah, that's the idea. Something pretty simple. That should do it. Now I gotta combine all this together and call it, name it. So let me do that. That's right. Yeah, I'd like to at least record myself doing each of the different steps without skipping over any. Kind of what I was talking about got me into that whole tangent. So I should at least do, I mean, I'm doing a couple effects tonight. The rest of it is kind of self-explanatory. I'm drawing pictures. And then once I get the UI, I'll probably start recording a couple of those, and I don't know, we'll see. But I'm thinking I'm going to do less streaming, and I'll just watch podcasts or Netflix or something, because that's more entertaining for me. Yeah, I don't think I'll be showing off any like special effects. Besides what I've shown here, that's kind of like as complex as it should get. They're all pretty simple animations. That's kind of the whole point of this. Not get too crazy with the animations. And I want to do more stuff using code. That's why I want to play around with like all the bubbles and stuff. Because I think a lot of that'll look better using code than trying to draw it. So this is enemy explosion. Old games, they used to do this a lot where enemies don't die, they just kind of blow up into a little fireball or something. I've always been jealous of that. After working on a game where I had to do a death animation for every enemy. It feels good to just make one animation for all enemies. That's how they're gonna die. And there you go, it's done. Alright, what's next? Star Sparkle. This shouldn't be too hard. How do you do a nice shining sparkle? It needs to be real small. I don't think it's more than like 3 frames. I'm just going to put a couple of these in the night sky so that there's some movement. What I can think of is it's like a dot and then it's a star, you know, 4-way that way and then 4-way that way. Or it's just a growing, shrinking star. Maybe we do both. I'm going to Google and look up, because I can't really think of what it looks like. Just going to do shining star animation. Wow, there's a lot of not Sailor Moon. Apparently shining star is a thing. Anime or game. I guess sparkling star? I should type in GIF. None of these are animating. Well, I guess that's what it is. It's just an image of a star, like a 4-point star, that increases in size as it rotates, and then it decreases. And that's kind of what it looks like. Sparkle animation. Or at least that's one way to do it. I guess what I'm thinking about is like Pinocchio when he's wishing upon a star. That's the most iconic one I can think of. It's like a sparkling star. Because I'm not seeing any pictures that are really what it is that I'm looking for. Oh, that's good, but it's really tiny. Okay, I think all I'm gonna do is actually just draw the star. And I've actually got like a sparkle tool. I don't need it though. I should just do, well, yeah, fuck it. I'll just draw a star. Because I think all the rest of it is done through code. Either it rotates and grows and shrinks, or it just grows and shrinks. Or it plays like 2 animations before disappearing. All of that stuff I can do with code. So just draw a little star is what the conclusion I've come to. Which this should be geometrically correct. So I need line tool, curve tool. Honestly, if I want to make this perfect, I just take this and loop it a couple times, flip it. Can't get more perfect than that. I wonder if I should have made the lines go longer. That is kind of a thing. Well, I could do this. Maybe I should do snap to grid. I don't know if I'll be able to do a perfect line. Ooh, pretty close though. Ooh, that's it. Just occurred to me there's no way to make this the exact same size, though. It's a lot better. Didn't really change that much, but I think it looks nicer still. Okay, star. Bubble. It feels like I should draw these at the small scale. I don't know how I want to do bubbles. Do I just do white circles? I mean, there's a bubble brush, but I don't know if I want to use it. It's like too detailed of a bubble. I mean, it's pretty good. I just shrink it down. Why the hell not? Let's try that. I want to see what one that's completely white looks like. Honestly, I kind of like the blue. I'm thinking I should put like a highlight on it, especially if it gets shrunk down. That's the game we're working on. Yeah, okay, we'll do that. It looks kind of weird full size, but it's going to be shrunk down super tiny, so I think that'll be fine. And I think I'm going to use this for doing, I'm going to use this bubble for, there's an oxygen reader or whatever, is oxygen meter that I got to do. So, let's just keep that. Alright, next one, meteor spark. Okay, I think this, I don't know how to do sparks correctly. I haven't really done sparks, but I know it's just like changing colors from red, yellow to white or something. White, yellow to red. White, yellow, red, as it cools off. But seeing as it's my meteor thing, it's going to be more of like an orange. I guess I'm going to do like 3 colors in an animation. I don't know if that's good. No, I'm not going to do that. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do just a little leaf looking thing. A little pill. I'm probably going to rotate it this way, because program likes when things are facing left to right. Right, and then I'm just going to do that, and then I'm going to go this over here, that and that, and then we go, where's my palette? This color orange. Merge. And then this color red. And in fact, I'm going to go duplicate these. And let's get like a real dark red. Okay, so the idea is it's a white pill It changes to orange, changes to darker red to red. Damn, I might be able to do all this in code. I might just need the little white pill and then I color it separately because there's no reason to do the coloring things when I could just color them in coding. I honestly think I just need the white pill. I'm gonna take the white and the orange one because it might be hard to match the color orange, and I know that's the correct color. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do spark 1 and 2. Okay. So waves. What am I gonna do with waves? It's a good question. Waves is gonna be something more complicated, but I think it's just a white line. Basically what I just did, but bigger. Yeah, I mean, I don't see how it could be anything different. It would be easier to just do straight up and down. It's easier to draw a straight line when it's going up and down. Kind of. I don't know what I want exactly. I just want like a nice straight line that's not too tapered at the end. Could just use the grid. Alright, that's gotta work. I think that's it. For waves, I just use lines that go out. I might want to make like, I don't know what I want. That's the problem with this, is I'm not exactly sure what I need to make these waves, so I'm just going to do a line and see if I can do it from that or figure it out from there. It's just the wake that goes behind the boat. Oh, the anchor and chain. Oh. I don't know how to do this. Do I even want to do it? The idea, it was just an idea I had to where right when the stage starts, you see the anchor and the chain coming from the boat lower into the ground. The only tricky part is how the chain works. The anchor is just draw an anchor, but the chain has to be like sizable. which shouldn't be too hard. I just need to make a length of chain that it repeats, which I've already got that. But an anchor, I want to do like an actual anchor. Like a big boat anchor. There are a lot of anchor designs. The one I'm thinking of, I'm not really seeing a picture of it. Or at least not a good clear picture of it. One that kind of looks like a shovel. Oh, there it is. Well, it's like a spade. I think I drew it too clean now to look at it because it's going to be underwater. It's going to be a lot darker, maybe a little bluer. We'll do that. I don't want it to be too crazy. I'm pushing it in the background a lot more by doing this. I think that's good. And chain should be about the same. Let's see here. I have no idea how to do the chain correctly. That'll be too big. It's probably better if it is bigger than little. Alright, I need to draw a straight line, so... Oh wait, no, I can just do this. Do that, and then there we go. Okay, now I just erase what I don't need. I don't want it to be too many objects, so I should probably make this pretty long. I might have to revisit this train, but that's a start. I'm gonna try another one. I don't like these colors. Let's do this and this. I think I like this one more. Alright, there's all that. Dust. I have no idea what dust will look like. Isn't it just dots? Maybe fuzzy looking dots? Oh, I know. I'll use a smoke brush. Do it like white. Does that work? It's going to be shrunk down super small for dust, but that's for any time it, like when the anchor collides with the floor, or, I mean, honestly, that's the only time I can think of dust. Unless something else falls to the ground and it kicks up dust. It might just be for the anchor. I'm gonna make it white so I can color it whatever I want. Probably gray, or whatever the seabed is. We'll see. I think it'll be safer to just start with white. Alright, now these items. I think what I need to do is just do like a standard size for the box these things are gonna be in. So let's do that. We'll figure it out from there. Real quick, I'm gonna call this effects. Honestly, I think meteorite should have stayed over here. Though meteorite's more of an item. Okay, yeah. These go in effects. And we'll do one for items. And then inside this box is where I'm going to draw all these different pictures. Or icons. So all that matters here is that it reads as what it's supposed to be, so you can tell what it is at a glance. All right, beautiful. Pretty good until the very end. I'll keep it because it looks fairly bottle shaped. Okay, so first item, map in a bottle. So the map's kind of small, but that's fine. Little map. Probably could have made that a little bigger. Next would be a treasure map. Actually, I've got a map of the area too. I'll pull that up real quick. This is actually pointing to a spot on the map. I think it's this one. Yeah. So I never combined all this stuff together. Well, I didn't really need to either. What to do for this? It's pointing to this shipwreck. Huh. That's accurate. I guess that's good enough. Gets the point across. I'd look at that and say it's a treasure map. That's really all it has to do. Oh, what time is it? It's almost been 2 hours. I want to do more stuff here. Oh, I don't know. I think I will stop. So yeah, I'm just drawing pictures, basically, and then we'll get to UI. I think before I do UI, I'm gonna put all this stuff in the game. So we'll do that. That'll probably be the next thing I stream, is adding all this to the game, fixing all the code that got broken by the updates, you know, that kind of stuff. Oh, there is one thing I want to do before I quit, though. But hey, we made good progress. I think the hardest thing was just that underwater explosion. But now that's out of the way. Doing good. Okay, here's what I want to do. Stopwatch. Start. I am going to stop. And I'm going to stop this stream at exactly 30 seconds. And we're going to see exactly how much time gets cut off the video. So, yeah, just whenever it ends. Later.